I'm at the visitor center here at Cossatot State Park, just outside of Wickes, Arkansas. We're leaving my truck here. We're getting in Barry's truck. We're gonna head up to 246 Bridge at Vandervoort. We're fixing to do an overnight backpacking camping trip. Barry and the boys making some final adjustments on the gear here.
120%.
Right here is where we're starting. Here's the map. Brushy Creek access area. We're just gonna go right down the river. Down here is the visitor center. That's where we dropped off this morning. Right. This trail looks like it's about 14 miles. I was thinking it was 12 and a half. I'm not sure about that, but it says it's about a 20-hour hike.
We're having a good time, we're messing with each other, a good joke's fine.
I like these rock steps. I missed it. I missed it. Do it again.
That's slippery.
Man. Pretty little creek today.
Mile, boys.
1 mile. I wonder, did y'all see what time we left?
Oh, right here, you hear me?
That's the McCullough?
Yeah.
Okay.
They go to school with
I always like to point out the dogwoods. I'm going to tell a story about the dogwood later. I've said it before, but it's worth saying again. No, it's still going. I think it went out of here. Got a little local wildlife here.
You know, I've seen lots of them, the shells laying around. I've never actually seen one. Push it. Push it. What's the smoke?
I don't think so.
Huh? That's like
The number 4.
bridge number 4. We beasted that one out.
Mile 2 is nothing.
Dang. Ah!
How about you? What do you think of it?
That's sour.
See if you can see it. Right there. It blends in with its surroundings.
Oh, what kind of moss?
Found a piece of flint.
A piece of flint. Looks
Probably
like
a chip from an arrowhead, or someone was working on one anyways. What are we on, number 9? This is a real pretty one right here. Just a real dark valley with that creek down in it.
Hey!
Mile 3. This camera tends to focus on the trees, but right through there is a beautiful view of the river. There's the view we've been looking for. Somewhat of a view anyways. Camera's
phone
gonna...
on your braces, it turned on?
Y'all may have seen from some of my other videos, but I like these telescopic rod and reels. This is an Eagle Claw from Walmart. I think they're less than 20 bucks. I bought it to bring on this trip. Down there's where we were fishing. Little did we know, we're at the 4-mile marker. We've come up on a little picnic area down here. We're just over 4 miles in. So if you're going from Vandervoort down to the next picnic area, about 4.5 miles or so. Or from 246 bridge. Taking a river's pulse. Got some river weed, Ouachita Mountain Shiner. I guess that would be called the Helgramit.
What time is it? Oh, you wanted to film? I thought you was looking to save somebody if you film.
No. We decided we would take a break and do some more fishing. That's speckled belly on it. Rooster tail.
Catch them on.
Pretty cool little spot right here. Looks like we're fixing to cross Stan's Bridge. Bridge number 19.
I ain't never. That's a pretty little old spot right here.
Yep. I'm not sure who Stan is, but Stan must be the man. Well, apparently Stan's Bridge is on the 6-mile marker. I think Stan's Bridge might be the prettiest bridge in the land.
This is impressive to me. And I'll come out after this.
We're still on the 6th mile, right?
Yeah.
So we're still in the 6th mile. We're on this road. I believe the road we are on is 52,600 right there.
Ready?
Yep. 7-mile marker. So we are now, we're past the 7-mile marker. We're at another camping ground. We got a nice place to set up some tents right here. We were gonna come down here yesterday, but it rained all day, so we rescheduled, but because it rained all day, everything's wet. Well, in these woods here, there's the heart of old pine trees. It's what we call rich pine. When everything's wet, that right there will burn. said Marmot, tungsten, 3-person. There's a couple of fish we caught over there by Stan's Bridge. Fixing to do a little fish roasting over the fire. Here's the tent I'm going to be using. The brand is Stansport. Picked it up at a little farm and ranch store at Woods. I'll show you the box. And there's mine. Put together. That ground is so hard it's hard to get a stake to go in it. That fish is looking pretty well done. Peeling that meat away from the bones here, from the rib cage. Bones are going to be kind of the inside. You can see where that rib has come apart. So ribs. Didn't get much meat out of him. Very good flavor. Very good. Woo! Yeah. Salisbury Steak Day. I'm going to read Psalms chapter 8, verses 3 and 4. When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have ordained, what is man that you are mindful of him? For supper we're having, is that jambalaya?
Yeah.
We're going to make some jambalaya with some summer sausage. We've got some elk steak these boys have packed in for us. Gonna have some cup of soup as well. Should be good. We're fixing to have some Cossatot river water coffee. We got some more hardwood on there. We're gonna let burn down into some coals. I'm gonna show you these poppers Barry has made. Bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers, cream cheese. I had to try out some mashed potatoes. I'm gonna have to reheat those probably, but I'll probably stick them on the little coffee burner and reheat those.
I'm sure it'll be good.
Alright, that's what we're looking at.
I need some high top hills.
Jambalaya, mountain of elk, jalapeno poppers. I don't know.
As good as it gets, bud.
About as good as it gets. Well, I slept in this morning, but Barry and Brayson went fishing down there and got a nice smallmouth. Fixing to eat that for breakfast. This morning we're gonna have Mountain House biscuits and gravy. Of course, we got some coffee going, and we've also got a variety of oatmeals here. I have in my hand right here the flower from the dogwood tree. I'm fixing to tell everybody, or tell these boys, the legend of the dogwood tree. They say when Jesus was crucified, the dogwood tree was a real big tree, good for making lumber and building things. And that Jesus was crucified on the tree. And you know, just like he had compassion for the sparrow, he had compassion for the tree, and he said, never again are you going to be put to such a cruel task. So now if you look at a dogwood tree, they don't get very big, they're not good for making lumber, they're crooked so they're not straight to build things out of. But if you look at the dogwood flower, it blooms in the spring, and you can see that blossom is in the shape of a cross. And you can see, like, in the four corners of it, there's piercings. And if you look at them, there's some pinkness there, or some crimson, and that's supposed to represent the blood. If you look at the back, a lot of times it looks kind of like a rusty color, and that's rust from the nails. Of course, the white is white as snow, representing how Jesus was sinless. And then right here in the middle is the crown of thorns.
That's pretty cool.
Don't know if that's true or not. It's not in the Bible, but that's the legend of the dogwood. So now I'm going to review some of the gear I used. The tent I liked pretty well. It's compact. My concern is this zipper right here. You can see how tight it is. I know on my Coleman tent it failed. Now it hasn't failed yet, but that would be my only concern with that tent. But it's compact, light. For this trip it worked pretty well. My sleeping bag here, it's rated for 5 degrees. I think it got down to about 41 or 43 last night, and I slept just fine. That's the Teton Sports Tracker 5. I liked it pretty well. My air mattress is the Climate Static Velux. I really like that for what it is. It's light, compact, and pretty comfortable. More comfortable than what you'd expect out of a small air mattress. This pillow here, to me it's not as comfortable as a real pillow. However, when you're backpacking, packing light and compact, I would recommend that. It worked pretty well. This rod and reel is the Eagle Claw. I bought it specifically for this trip. The reel I am not liking so far. It almost feels like there's a gear in there that's fixing the strip. But I also know that this, I guess you'd call it the bell or whatever that spins, it's kind of wobbly. So it may have to do with that, but it got the job done. I question how long this reel is going to hold up.
Yeah.
So anyways, I just wanted to show you some of the gear and give you a quick review. We've got our stuff packed up, getting ready to hit the trail again. So this is where we camped last night. As it says, you are here. We are going down to here. We're actually going to have to make that loop back up to the visitor center. So we could almost, if we could cross the river, we could go straight up to it. But we're going to make a pretty big loop around, looks like. That says it's 14 miles total. This is kind of what I've been looking for. So from where we are, we've gone 7 miles. We started at the Brushy Creek trailhead. 2 miles to Ed Banks, 5.5 to the visitor center. So I'm guessing we've got 5.5 miles to go. This camera is not going to do the view justice because of the trees, but it is pretty up here. Still looking off this big old bluff right here.
Beautiful, huh?
This bridge looks like it was made out of the native cedars here. Oh wow, we got baby armadillos up here. Never seen baby armadillos before. And there's 4 of them. Alright guys, who's gonna catch it? That one's looking at us.
Uh-oh.
You wanna carry one home?
Sure.
Oh, they know something's wrong.
Huh, it's like they're winding us.
Get.
I won't never get up there.
Try.
They're on alert now, bud.
Try.
Yep, they're winding us like a deer. Who knew an armadillo would do that? There they go.
Never seen that.
Getting up on top of a mountain right here. Here's the overlook hut, I guess. Hear the river from all the way up here. Nine miles. Coming up on another pretty little stream. Not as pretty as Stan's Bridge. We're walking down this trail. We're in the 9th mile. I got my phone up here. Pulled up Matthew chapter 5. It says, whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go with him too. Give to him who asks you, and from him who wants to borrow from you, do not turn away. Small little stream here. Pretty good to drop to it right there though. Ah, 11th mile right here by the little waterfall. Got another hole of water down there. He dropped his knife down there in the water. Yeah, this looks like something you'd see at a like a Branson, you know. Oh, I see it right down there. I'm fixing to fish that hole of water right there. That is a good one.
Pretty good, bud.
We found a little trail off a bridge. Bridge 37's back that way, going down to the river, so we thought we would take a little fishing trip right here, or fishing break. Uh-oh, my battery's going dead. Well, we're up on the 12th mile. My battery's getting low.
The rooster's tired.
Another pretty waterfall down there. Bridge number 38. Well, we started at the Highway 246 bridge. Now we're going under the Highway 278, also known as the Highway 4 bridge. Got to cross the low water bridge. So we started up here, went all the way down, around, and now we're here. Still got a little bit further. Go back up to the visitor center. So I've been looking at all these distances, 12.5 miles to Brushy Creek. Seems like in the brochure it says it's like 13 miles or 14 miles. What I'm thinking is that sign over there says 12.5 miles. Well, from 12.5 miles, we're right here. We still got a little bit further to go. So maybe that's why all the numbers aren't adding up. Well guys, we are back at the visitor center. We had a pretty good hike here. Thanks for watching.